but its stat numbers is everything. If K'Sante shield was 5 HP, if his W was 10% damage reduction, he would have an overloaded kit but not be OP. We're not talking about OP though. OP or weak doesn't matter. Right? K'Sante was both OP and weak during his patch notes. He was both. Sometimes he was OP. After a rework, maybe he was shit. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Riot releasing champions, which are very difficult to patch and fix because there's so much in their kit. You know what I mean? If Nasus is too strong, it's very easy to fix the problem. Because it's very one-dimensional. Maybe too one-dimensional. But if K'Sante is broken or too weak, it's very difficult to make him stronger without going overboard. Because with K'Sante, and like champions like K'Sante, a chain reaction can come. If you buff K'Sante Q, you don't just think about the Q. You have to think about the regular Q. You have to think about the Q3. You have to think about the ulti Q. You have to think about the cooldown of that. You have to think of the damage scaling of that. Is it the cooldown you reduce? Is it the damage you reduce? Is it the armor? You know, there's just so much. And that's why it's more complicated. And that's why it's more overloaded. It's a lot. And the thing overloaded, we call it overloaded if there is complications in balancing the champion. If they released K'Sante and he was fine forever and no one complained about OP or weak, then maybe he's not overloaded, he works just fine. But I think we say overloaded when he's problematic and fixing it takes a fuck ton of time and resources. That's when I would say it's overloaded. When was the last time Nasus got patched 10 times in a row? Never. Never. Because he's not overloaded. Nasus was problematic, just like K'Sante. Nasus was OP, just like K'Sante in the past. But fixing it was simple, because he is simple. While K'Sante was OP, and fixing it was very difficult. Because of the kit being overloaded. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the term overloaded kind of means, you know? So, that's more like what it is. I know what you mean, but fundamentally, there has to be Goldilocks zones between too weak or too strong by changing numbers. Of course, yeah. I'm sure there is a Goldilocks zone with K'Sante. But that's just very difficult to reach. And we're gonna suffer a lot. Because K'Sante is probably going to be very broken or very weak. So the question you have to ask is, as a game company, wouldn't it be smarter to release a little bit more simple